Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Dancing with the Stars All Stars. Yeah, it was a great show tonight. The celebrities and their partners either had to dance a jive or a quick step, so let's get right to it. Melissa and Tony were up first with their jive, and it was freaking lightning fast. High energy. Tony had great choreography for the two of them. I think it was the most underrated, underscored dance of the night. They only ended up with a 23.5. These .5s are killing me. Why bother? It's a waste of time. And paddles. Alright, Bristol and Mark up next. They had a quick step. And I guess I had some time to kill, so she took him shooting. A little scary, not gonna lie. She's got some skill with many different guns. They made it into a country western quick step, and it was interesting. They spared no expense on the props and the lighting. She started out strong, but it kind of fell apart towards the end. Alright, it really fell apart. And then she broke a bottle over his head. Alright, it was a prop bottle. It was okay. Open condom style. Sorry, I just had to. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess because they do that thing in the gangnam style dance, whatever. 18 for them. They got the lowest score of the night. I don't think they need to be worrying about it. They have a huge fan base. Alright, Elio and Chelsea. A jive. Again, a little time waster. He took her to the racetrack. She screamed the entire time. It's fair. Alright, they did a great job. You know, he's no slouch. I loved his jive that he did with Julianne Hough in the season that he was on. I thought it was fantastic, and it reminded me, this dance reminded me a lot of that other dance. He kicked this jive's butt. I think it was my favorite dance to see him do. I mean, this is his dance. The others, but this one, yeah, they got a 23. Apollo and Karina, they had a quick step. He came out like gangbusters. He had fantastic footwork. It was 100% fun, but tough scoring. 24.5. I thought that was one of my favorite dances of the night, and I thought they deserved a little bit more. Sabrina and Louie came out with their quick step. They had a move in their dance where he dropped her down the stairs in rehearsal. She cut her arm. I mean, that's not funny, but it's dangerous. Ballroom dancing is a lot more dangerous than you would think. They built up the whole drama of, shall we keep it in, blah, blah, blah. You knew they were going to keep it in. They wouldn't have made such a big deal about it if they hadn't. So they built up the anticipation. They nailed it in the performance. They got the highest score of the night. You know, they did a great job. They deserved it. 26. Not bad. But Kirsty and Max, well, they had a jive, and she had to wear a sassy French girl wig and dance around a pole. And there was also a little bit of time-wasting creative choreography included at no extra charge. But it was good, wasn't it? You know, I don't know, because Kirsty seems to have a history of not really dancing that well, but the thing that she really does well is sell it. She can get out there and sell it to you. So, unfortunately, she didn't sell it to the judges too much because they only ended up with a 21. They might be in trouble. I'd say that with a grain of salt because she has such a huge Twitter following. I don't know. You know, it's anybody's guess this season because a lot of these celebrities are so popular and connected social media wise that it's really hard to tell whose posse is going to be stepping it up and who's going to drop the ball. Emmett and Cheryl were up next with a quick step. I thought it was a really great performance. Technically, not so much. Something went wrong at the end because Emmett was making ridiculous faces. It was very obvious. I'm surprised the judges didn't call him out for that because I know they've called out celebrities in the past for like, oh, well, you know, you shouldn't have made that face or whatever. 22.5. I don't know what his fan base is going to be like. He might be in trouble. I don't know though. He is the lone football player. So he might have a, you know, a spot in there towards the end. Drew and Anna, they had a jive. He definitely crapped his pants last week. He had no idea that he was going to be in the bottom two. So he really stepped it up this week, and he did a good job. He did a really convincing jive. And for good measure, at the end, he ended up sucking up to the fans. This is only half the story. We need your votes. He really sold it. 22.5 for them. Joey and Kim, they had a quick step, and it was okay, kind of. The only thing I remember about it is the creepy band covering Radiohead. It didn't really work at all. Well, they ended up with a 22.5. The dancing was okay, but the song, I couldn't get past it. Sean and Derek, they had a jive. She totally rocked it out. And Derek was even injured. She probably broke him. She does gymnasty, you know. She even threw in a cartwheel for good measure, just to remind everyone that she is an Olympic gymnast. But Derek was dying at the end of the routine, and I was kind of surprised because it's not like she is in an endurance type sport. I mean, the things that she does in the Olympics, I don't think are real endurance type things, but poor Derek, maybe he's just getting older. They ended up with a 25. I thought that was a very generous score for them. Kelly and Val, quick step, and there were fake boobs for him too. She wanted him to get a taste of what it was like for her, so she brought in a bra and fake boobs for him to dance around in. Classy. They actually had a really beautiful dance. I enjoyed it. They got a 22 though, so I guess the judges didn't like it as much. Gilles and Pita. This was my favorite dance of the night, and I was really surprised that I liked it because I'm not a huge fan of Gilles, because I thought he kind of got a free ride in the season that he was on at times because he's such a ladies' man. He's injured already. Yeah. It doesn't take much, I guess. Maybe he just pushed it too hard. I don't know. But they weren't taking any chances because all he had on was a jacket with no shirt and pants. But it really was fabulous. I had not a clue that he was injured, if you know, unless they had said something. And he did a really good job. He deserved his 25.5. I think maybe they could have even gone a little bit higher, but for some reason they didn't cough up the extra half. I'm surprised too, because I thought for sure Carrie Ann would have at least, you know, thrown him a 9, but nope, not tonight. She only had eyes for Sabrina. Alright, so tomorrow one of these chuckleheads is gonna go home. I don't have a clue who it is. No idea. If I had to take a guess, I would have to say Kirsty. But, you know, with the fans voting, don't know. Tomorrow night, Katherine Jenkins is coming back. I freaking love her. She is so adorable. And she's going to be singing a duet with Placido Domingo. That should be epic. So, until tomorrow, much love.